Welcome to IADS Retail Park, the podcast by the International Association of Department Stores. Each week, we spotlight how department stores and retail giants are reshaping their world, whether through tech, strategy, or some unexpected twists. Today's episode is all about hospitality, how cafes, restaurants, and hotels are quietly turning into retail's ultimate advantage. Quick disclosure, these are AI generated voices, but every word, every story is steered by real expert oversight. I'm Maya, and joining me is someone who's mapped this landscape better than just about anyone. Director of Markets and Events here at IADS, Christine. Now, Christine just wrapped up a multi-decade review on hospitality's role in retail, packed with crisp facts and vivid stories. Christine, we are glad you're here.
Thanks, Maya. If you'd asked me 5 years ago, I might have said cafes and hotel pop ups are fun, but do they even move the needle? Now, there's no doubt they're shaping the business.
Here's what I keep wondering, Christine. How did we go from a handful of luxury brands dabbling in hotels to this full blown rush, department stores building Michelin star restaurants and banks rolling out coffee lounges? Walk us through that arc.
I've spent months tracing these routes, and it really starts with a few outlier visionaries. Giorgio Armani was the first mover in the late 90s. He announced his own branded hotel, and although it took years to launch, he unlocked a new kind of brand experience, beyond clothes, beyond perfumes. Then came Ralph Lauren, who opened RL Restaurant in Chicago, Versace with Palazzo Versace, Bulgari with a Milan hotel. Once these concepts proved viable, everyone else took notice.
It's like brands saw a way to flip the playbook, extend the customer relationship so it's not just about a seasonal purchase. Suddenly, if you get someone in for lunch or a drink, you're in their life on a weekly, even daily basis.
You're absolutely right, Maya. Low frequency buying, think handbags, luxury apparel gives way to high frequency visits. You're not just a retailer, you're a lifestyle hub. When Harrods drilled into this, they found customers who engage with their 26 restaurants spend double the time and double the money in store.
So it wasn't just luxury. At some point, car dealerships, beauty brands, even banks jumped in. Why?
Banks are a great example. Waiting at a branch used to be universally dreadful. Capital One asked what if waiting could be a feature, not a bug. Suddenly, lounges with quality coffee and workspaces pop up. American Express did the same with Centurion lounges for its premium cardholders. Meanwhile, BMW's showroom in Munich got a fine dining restaurant, and L'Occitane paired their retail with spa cafes.
IKEA's take is maybe the smartest of all, subsidizing food to keep shoppers in the store. Their journey turned browse, select, purchase into dine, browse, rest, browse, purchase, maybe dine again. People linger, spend more, and the break even cafe becomes a Trojan horse for impulse furniture buys and repeat trips.
For sure. They're banking on psychology, reduce shopper fatigue, inject a little leisure, and the whole experience shifts.
It sounds unbeatable, so I've got to ask, are there major failures too? Not every experiment can be gold.
Yes, you have a point there, Maya. One of the starkest examples is Lexus in New York's meatpacking district. They partnered with the top tier Union Square Hospitality Group and launched a restaurant hoping to build buzz. It closed down 2 years later. Why? The concept didn't resonate locally. You need brand authenticity, not just good food or fancy decor. And then there's market oversaturation. South Korea saw its coffee shop count fall for the first time in decades in early 2025. More isn't always better.
So true. Sometimes ephemeral formats work best. I loved reading about Onitsuka Tiger's London pop up, repurposing a classic pub for a short blitz, blending Tokyo's nightlife with British bottoms up. People talk, post, visit, and move on before it gets stale.
Pop ups and local partnerships keep things authentic and community driven. Pucci did a similar turn in Paris, transforming a neighborhood cafe for just a summer.
Let's turn to department stores. How did these massive retailers get competitive about hospitality? Not just cafes, but actual Michelin stars, exclusive clubs, rooftop partnerships.
Department stores needed to up their game as brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Dior started serving food and planning hotels. El Corte Inglés led the way with Ravio XO, the first Michelin starred restaurant in a department store. Galeries Lafayette's partnership with Air France, a rooftop restaurant with menus designed by multiple star chefs, created experiences you literally couldn't have elsewhere. Selfridges is even converting old office space into a private members club, Forty Duke. It'll have bars, dining, late night service, everything for the top tier of their loyalty base.
These brands know the future isn't just about having the latest, it's about giving their best customers reasons to show up, slow down, and come back. We've talked ambiance, food, exclusivity, but how much of this is really about the data? What's being unlocked behind the scenes?
It's enormous. Every restaurant visit or cafe voucher is another data point, dietary preferences, visit frequency, spending categories. That all feeds into customer relationship management, more personalized offers, richer experiences. A €5 voucher for coffee is worth way more than another digital ad impression. That's why hospitality venues crush standard retail on EBITDA margins, up to 30% versus 8%.
It's an ecosystem where the experience itself is the marketing, word of mouth fueled by social media, content that's organic and authentic. Not every cafe, restaurant, or hotel will be a hit. What separates those that just look good from those that actually drive profit and loyalty?
Execution and brand resonance. If the experience genuinely fits the brand's promise, think interior, menu, staff tone, digital connections, it creates a halo effect that brings people back. Fail on that, and not only does the project flop, but you risk diluting your brand. Concept fatigue is real. The first Prada or Dior cafe creates buzz, the fifth may blend into the background. So the best brands pivot fast, keep things fresh, build partnerships, and make every move community relevant.
You know, Christine, you've managed to turn what could sound like a trend into a genuine strategic lever for the next decade. Loyalty, data, EBITDA. Hospitality's got it all if you play it right.
There's no shortcut. It's about blending operational excellence with creative storytelling. Done well, stores aren't just places to shop, they're the new living rooms, restaurants, and clubhouses of retail culture.
Thanks for breaking down the strategy, the risks, and the wins. For anyone wanting the full story, check the episode notes for Christine's research and case studies. Connect with us at IADS on LinkedIn, Substack, and at IADS.org